So I'm hoping you can share with us just a little bit about like the benefits of putting systems in place. And so, like, for example, this is Content Creators Unite. So let's talk content creation. So, what are the actual benefits of putting a content creation system in place?
Yeah, it's such a great question. And I think I want to step back and challenge the assumption, not that you're making this assumption, but you're making the argument for the sake of the question, because that's where a lot of folks are. And if you believe that systematizing your work is going to stifle your creativity, it will. Part of this is how you behave and act will influence what you can do with this. If you believe that instead that your systems and your operations can help boost your creativity, give you more open space in your calendar to have kind of your blanket creativity deep dive into what you're doing, right? If you think about it that way, you're problem solving in a different way around how do you unlock more time and more space in your schedule for the deep creative work, for example, in this context. So that's what I wanted to just address early on is that if you believe that these things are going to get in your way, then they will, and you're not going to find a way around it. You need to shift your belief and expectation about what you can do and what this enables and empowers you to do. And then you're going to look for the solutions and why this is going to work, how this is going to work. Our brains are just primed to look for solutions, but we need the right lens to look at this through to say, this is a problem to solve, a challenge to solve. Let me go see how this fits in my own unique ecosystem of work. So in the realm of content creation, I know from personal experience, having been a business owner for many years now and having done, side hustles essentially through most of my career as well, as would have different business ideas as well. Content creation can take a lot of time, right? It can easily take up the entirety of your time if you're trying to run your business, especially when you're early on. You don't know what's working. You don't know what's getting traction. You kind of want to throw everything against the wall. Even when you have some of it figured out, it can easily take up a lot of time if you don't have structure and process to walk yourself through this process in a methodical way. If you're just sitting down on it with an empty page, I mean, writers have this happen all the time as well. If writers and other creative professionals do have a lot of structure in their day, they know what works for them. They have a process. And sometimes if you talk to writers and other creative folks, they have a tremendous amount of very specific process things that they do through the day that they find help them. And that's to support them getting to their best state into the zone so that they can do their work most effectively. And it doesn't mean they're focused on just output, right? It's that they need their creative brain to be worked in a particular way that they found to work. And that's really what we're talking about replicating when we're talking about what you want to get to in your content generation is what are you uniquely bringing to the table? Where do you need to spend the majority of your time?